Hello everyone, I am back with another review on the Neca King Kong figure. So let's start off with the box. Here's the front of the box and the inside of where the figure would be housed and the promotional image of Kong. We get the top King Kong with some ages 14 and up and some trees and stuff. You even get some, what is this? Some branches on the floor, and on the side we get another Kong profile, and on the other side, another Kong profile. And you get the back, no brief description about this one, and it says right there, includes interchangeable head and hands. You get a lot of other, 2 and 3 images of Kong doing full Kong, and you get the background right there. So let's start off with not only the painting and sculpting, but let's start off with the story of this guy. Originally, we were thinking there's not gonna be a Kong because no way can NECA even make a single Kong figure without the license from Legendary and Toho, because they just lost the license of the Godzilla line. Which is sad. Rest in peace, Godzilla. After GVK, maybe, who knows, I really want to see more NECA stuff. But anyways, the only kaiju stuff we got was basically a bunch of Pacific Rim kaiju and Mothra and Rodan. So we weren't going to expect a Kong, but immediately out of the blue, this guy popped up. This NECA Kong had promotional images. We didn't know what the box was going to look like, but we knew that NECA was making a King Kong figure. And immediately it started popping up in many stores. It started popping up in Targets. Now, sadly, I don't live in the USA. I'm in Canada. But I do know that this guy started shipping out, and I found it in my local comic book store. And I've said, people are saying this guy is really good, so I thought, why not? I should get it. And turns out, spoiler, this is really good. But now I'll show you how. Starting with the painting and sculpting. The painting and the sculpting on this Kong figure is really good. Now, we're going back to story time again. We thought this was going to be just a 1933 Kong, colorized. But it looks like 1933 Kong, but with some Skull Line 2017 and Kong 2005 elements. As we see here, here's the front profile of Kong. Menacing as usual. His eyes are not funky, or they're not cross-eyed, they're not really bad, they're looking straight. And his snout, we even get some scars, even sides of on his snout, and then some pinkish tones on his ears, and, you know, the nice brown fur. Bit weird color contrast, how it's different compared to the rest of the body. His mouth is a lot more pink in color, and he also has the yellow teeth right there. I think it looks better here than it is on the Mezco. Then we get to move on to his arms. Very slim. Very slim arms with some bits of green and bits of, well, not bits of green, but bits of brown and black, showing the nice colors along him. I mean, you even get some black right there, and the top of his fist being brown. And it looks like there's some blood on that. Really weird. Yeah, right there. Really nice. Moving down to his body, we got his beefy monkey chest. We have the black right there and some brownish colors. And we even get the scars. Now, what bothered me was this side. There's some blood there. And that has given me an eye ache. I don't know if that's even a thing, but it was bothering me to heck. It was making me so mind blown that my head would probably hurt. But yeah, we even get some slight bits of black and brown combined. And we even get the lanky feet. Legs. Very nice and painted and sculpted. Very chunky. And some nice brown colors along with it. Maybe some bits of red. But very nice. As we see here, yeah. It even when you do the articulation, look at that. It even covers up the thing. And we even get his monkey feet with some black on the bottom and some brown on the top. Even not even a paint. I think he also has painted toenails. Don't even think about it. But yeah, looks really good. And then moving on to the accessories. He doesn't come with much. Besides that, he also comes with this 1933 head sculpt. Comparing it to this head sculpt, the differences, oh lordy, the differences are, the head, the jaw's a lot smaller, the top of his head is a lot longer, and his eyes are a lot more sillier. Also, he has a side eye scar right there. This one looks like a roaring head sculpt, but this one looks like a neutral head sculpt. And then we get his hands. Really nice. Nicely painted and sculpted. Nothing is bad about them. So, there we go. And then, let's move on to my favorite part. The articulation. Sorry about the talking. It's Mother's Day, so why not? By the way, happy Mother's Day. Anyways, moving on to the articulation. And this, in my opinion, is the best part of this figure besides the paint. This articulation is really well done. Let's go through it. A ball joint at the head, you can look up and down. And if you remove that peg, it is on a peg that swivels. Kind of worried about the ball joint. Arms, 360 flapping motion, bicep swivel, and a double bend at the arm. This is something that usually, I don't even know if a kaiju figure would have this, obviously, but for Kong, it kind of works. Especially as a double hinged elbow like the Predator figures. He also has a bicep swivel here and here, but they're a bit tight. He also has a hinge joint at the wrist and a swivel at the wrist. He then has a ball joint at the waist. Why is this so well done is my main question. When I saw the figure's articulation, I literally thought it has... I instead of literally thought it was from SH Figure Arts, it has the quality of an SH Figure Arts. Literally, how come this articulation feels like an SH Figure Arts? Not as smooth, not highly posable, but posable to get a lot of good poses. Right there. Swivel on his waist. A kick and move back that far. Also get this back monkey booty. Beautiful spread. Monkey spread. A very tight thigh swivel. Needs a bit of heating up. A double bend at the knee, which I said this during the painting the paint and the sculpt section, how it covers up the whole knee. That's really well done. And then we get a pivot at his feet and a swivel. So posability is really well done. In my opinion, something that it literally reminds me of an SH Figure Arts. Now on to size comparisons, which in my opinion and a lot of people's opinions is the main problem with this figure. He's, I think, 8 inches. I don't have a ruler with me, but I think he's roughly around 8 inches. Maybe a bit taller because of the different head sculpts. There. Also, he has a problem with standing, but really well done. Here he is compared to NECA Godzilla version 2 from Godzilla King of the Monsters. You see the first problem here, right now. This figure is a bit too big for standard NECA Godzillas. When you compare him to something like Godzilla version 2, Kong is way too big. Which is the problem. They should have downsized him a bit, but he does look very nice. But I wish they downsized him a bit. Only a few Godzilla figures can actually be in scale with this boy. Next is the NECA Godzilla 2003. And he's so close. He's literally so close to his height. Standing him up, he is so close, but not close enough. Because he's still taller. Monkey is still taller. And then we get, even comparing him to the biggest SH Monster Arts I have in my collection currently, SH Monster Arts Godzilla 2001. Oh boy, yep, he has some stability problems too. But if you just position him correctly, he looked nice. Even with this guy, he's even still bigger. How? Yeah, that was the one problem. He was just so big. And here he is compared to the Skullcrawler from Kong, Godzilla vs. Kong. Right there. I think it scales pretty nice. Since I don't have a Kong Skull Island Kong, it's kind of sad. So, here we go. Next, we got the Playmates GVK Kong. Smaller in scale. And then the next one is the Mezco Kong. I'm sorry about that. I think I could just edit that. Yeah, that was just some Mother's Day affairs thing. Well, not Mother's Day affairs, no, that's just wrong, but that's just some Mother's Day taxes or something like that. Anyways, here he is compared to the Mezco Kong. Sorry for that bright light. Holy cow. He's even bigger than this guy. And this guy is usually bigger than every Godzilla except maybe GMK or 2003. That's insane. So anyways, moving these guys off to the side. Just really off to the side. Sorry about that audio. By now, skip. Or wait for a deal. This Kong figure is definitely one of the best in its line. And is in its own line if there's ever going to be a line. I really enjoy every bit of this figure. To the articulation, to the sculpt and painting, to the overall fun factor that he is. Of course, while recording this, there is actually 2 repaints of this figure. A illustrated version of Kong, which seems to take notes from the 1956 Godzilla, and a NECA Ultimate Kong figure, which apparently has 2 gripping hands, 2 new sculpted heads, where he has a growling head sculpt, and a 1933 head sculpt with the jaw that opens and closes, and a tree branch and some dinosaurs. Pretty cool stuff. I don't have that figure, but Steven's Toy Reviews has that figure. So, clearly, I'm going to go ahead and say, yeah, get this figure. Get this figure, please. Get either this thing or the newly released NECA Kong from NECA, the newest one, the weird ultimate figure, which I don't know about. That one, I feel like is a superior release, but this one's also a pretty good release. Better than the illustrated release, because I'm so confused with that one. But, yeah, I think this figure is really good. And I forgot to say this, it has so much potential for giving us more Kong figures. If they have the license to, like, maybe Universal so they can make the Peter Jackson King Kong, that would be amazing because I'm not paying $470 off that SH Monster Arts figure. Yeah, I didn't tell you the time. I almost got that figure for $40. I feel disappointed. But anyways, yeah. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. And I'll post the link of where you can buy this figure and Steven's Toy Reviews for a new review on the newest Kong. And then I'll see you guys later with probably another Godzilla review. Bye-bye.